All right, so we're going to back up a little bit and tell the story of the diesel truck, how this came to pass. If you follow our channel any or have followed, or if you're new, this information's for you, but if you follow our channel, you probably already know. I've got rental houses. I've had a few. That's what I've been doing for 15 years. I got a few that's finally starting to get paid for. I had a couple financed to me from this random guy or this random person. I got some paid for, and I decided to, instead of being cash poor all the time, I decided I'm going to sell 2 of them. Market's right. I sold them cheap, but it was all profit. They'd already been, the renters had paid for them and all that, so it was all profit. So I sold 2 rentals. I paid off any credit card debt, everything except for my rollback. I paid off another rental, the balance of it, 2 actually. I think I paid off 2, something like that. Anyway, I paid off, I know, a double wide that Metzger that works for me, he's buying it on payments now. I'm financed it to him. So I did that, decided to stop being so cash poor and have everything invested into something. So I decided to buy me a truck as part of, this adjustment, being able to get rid of 2 couple rentals. I did sell these rentals, and so what I did is I actually bought 2 rentals. I got 2 rentals financed before I sold these 2. I didn't lose how many rentals I got. It's pretty much just like I borrowed money on 2 of them, so I end up with the same amount of rentals now. Went ahead and bought me a truck, paid all my debt off except for my rollback. That's the only thing I owe them. I bought this truck. I looked for, specifically, I wanted the Aisin transmission, automatic, 4-wheel drive, 4-door, dually. There's a 6.8R or something, some transmission, that another option in the automatics. And then you have the 6 speeds or manuals. I don't know if they're all 6 speeds, but I'm pretty sure they're all 6 speeds. I decided I wanted automatic, I wanted 4-wheel drive. I was gonna buy a trailer too. So I found my truck. I found several trucks, not a lot of them, but a couple. So I think 2 or 3. And the other 2 that I had kind of considered, they were way nicer, cleaner trucks, and just, look mint, but there were 135, 140,000 miles. And this one was a little skin up, but it had the Aisin transmission. The other ones had the 6.8Rs or whatever they are. So with this one having the Aisin transmission, that was a plus for me. And then this thing only had 83, which I've had it for a while, and it's still not 85,000. I've not put 3,000 miles on it in 3 or 4 months. So it's less than 85,000 now, and I've had it for 3 or 4 months. So it's just right at 83,000 miles when I got it. So 82 and some change. So 50,000 less miles was a selling point. Now the bed's a little scratched up. You can tell it was owned by a landscaping company. If you know anything about the 6.7 Cummins, there is the grid heater. There's a bolt or something that I guess is notorious for falling off and down in the motor. If you don't know that, on the 6.7 Cummins, there is a nut in the grid heater that is bad about breaking off and falling down into the cylinders and damaging your engine, like totaling the motor. When I got it, I learned that, and as quick as I got it, I got the Banks intake on it. This came with a Sinister diesel air intake. We did go ahead and buy the Banks air intake on the intake manifold side to get it right away from the grid heater. I'll show you that, display that or something, or I'll get a few shots of it under the hood and show you. But we done that, and that thing's supposed to flow 133% more air. And so this truck has been tuned and deleted, but it's not cranked up. It just has, like, I think a 50 horse tune or something on it, just a base tune. But it don't have the big 5-inch, 4-inch exhaust and all that. It's just the basic tuned and deleted. It's got all the stuff off of it that's supposed to be off, but I didn't put some big, huge exhaust on it. It came that way. I bought it like this. So it's not super loud. It does black smoke a little bit when you lay into it. I haven't pulled my trailer yet since we put the intake manifold on it. With that thing flowing 133% more, I'm pretty sure that's the claim, you can hear it under the hood. Like, you absolutely can hear it drawing more air. It absolutely makes a lot more noise air-wise. Noticeable. It doesn't stand out. It doesn't yank you back in the seat. Maybe it makes it, more tuner friendly. and it'll do more there, but just with the little tune I got on it and all that kind of thing, it doesn't, I can't tell. If you're buying it for performance, if you're just going to be like me and you just want it tuned and deleted and the basics, it's not noticeable enough. But I will tell you, I'm not driving around thinking, man, this is the trip where that nut's going to break off and fall down in my motor. I will tell you, I don't worry about that anymore. That's worth the $700-800 to buy that thing. You can put it on yourself. I had John Thacker do it, the one that works on my rollback and that stuff, and he done a couple $100. But mine's tuned and deleted, so mine had half the stuff that goes on the motor. It was not there, emission stuff or whatever. I did do that. When I first bought this truck, I went straight to Nashville and bought my big trailer. I'll show you that right here. When I brought my trailer back, I had a tire that was trying to act like it was going to be low, or it ended up having a hole in it. So I took it over to Gary's Tires over here in town, and he's like, "Are you planning on pulling any trailers with this truck?" Well, yeah. I mean, I just come from Nashville with a 48-foot enclosed trailer I just bought. He said, "Come look at the information on this tire." So this truck, I bought it from the dealership, and it had 4-ply tires. Okay, when I say 4-ply, the tread is 4-ply, the sidewall is only 2-ply. So the tires that were on this truck weren't even rated for the weight of the pickup itself. Yeah, so I had to buy brand new tires. With all that said and done, I've got right at $40,000 on this truck, and it's 84,000 miles right now, and I've got right at 40 in it, between the tires, between the air intake, and paying Thacker to put it on there. So I ended up about 40 grand in this truck. So that's the deal on the truck. I sold some rentals, I paid some stuff off, and that's how we got that. Now we also have the IS300 still at Mad Mike's, the guy that tunes everything for us, that tuned the IS300. He's putting a cage in it where we bought fire suppression, that fire suppression from Lifeline. We have FDF angle, we have field suspension, the cage kit's cage, we have an NRG halo seat, we bought the neck brace, I forget what it's even called, the KBD body kit, we got Big Duck Club wide body. I will show you that right here. Big Duck Club wide body. I'm pretty excited about the way this thing's going to look with the FDF angle on it and having the wheels poked out. So we've got the FDF on it, and we've tried the fenders, and even with the fenders, so you know, if you've done an angle kit, you know it pokes them way out and you got a lot of turn and it puts the wheels way out here. Well, the factory setup, the wheels were pretty close to the fenders. Well, we got the Big Duck Club wide body fenders on it and the FDF, and it's got that much room still. So we're going to either have to get a different offset rim to push it way out, or we're going to have to put some spacers on this thing, because this thing is wide. Looks great though. It's going to be awesome. But looking at it, you know, with what we got right now, I'll put some pictures in here to kind of update you where it's at. And it's probably further along than the video I'll have right now, because I've not been up to Mike's to check it out. But the cage has started to go in it now. So that's about where we're at. I'll get you some shots of the IS300. I'll show you the condition it's in now. I'm not going to show you, we do have a wrap we've looked at. We're pretty close on the wrap. I think you guys are going to like the wrap. I have little adjustments in it to get all the, so what the problem is, it looks great, but we got to make sure we don't miss a vendor's name and their information. So people that we're dealing with, FDF, they've gave us approval to put their stuff on there. Cage Kits, I've specifically messaged these guys. We're authorized to put their names on our car. Tune Up, the Manly Salon, those guys sponsored us. So now that's part of our franchise, what we're doing there. We have the Roco Misfits channel. And if you're gonna follow both of our channels, we'd appreciate it. Thank you. It's Roco Misfits, ROCO Misfits. That is our second channel. So what that'll be is overflow with, you know, the non-drifting stuff primarily is what we're gonna do. Which is what I'm trying to do. We go back to drifting, we'll start picking this channel up more, but that channel is gonna be just some things. We went to the drag strip a couple times. We got some little skits of my son doing some wheelies and that kind of thing, stunting on the motorcycle.
Life is your story. No one else gets to write it, no one else gets to define it. Every choice you make, every risk you take, every dream you chase, it's yours. People will doubt you, judge you, misunderstand you, but it doesn't matter. This is your journey, your fight, your legacy. Own it.
You know, kind of just whatever overflow of things we do when we're not drifting kind of thing. Maybe even some family events or outings and that kind of thing, but a little bit of everything over there. Still just getting going. We've only got like 30 something subscribers. So if you're on this channel and you do subscribe and you do watch and you do follow us, please like, share, subscribe the other channel. If you watch this channel and you haven't liked or subscribed, please do that for us. And you see our new merch. This is our Chesser Motorsports. You can see that. You can see it's pretty cool. It turned out great. We got 100 or so of those. I don't know how many we got left. We've got rid of quite a few. This will be a one-time deal. I'm pretty sure it's all I'm going to deal with this. It took us 3 months to get these things, and only 100, and it took us 3 months to get them. So we do have that. We do have the Chesser drifting shirts. And so we got all that stuff. It is on our website, chessermotorsports.com. Appreciate you guys for buying things there, and we have sold a few things off of there now. And we're debating on doing a giveaway of some sort. We don't really know what we're gonna do. We don't know if we're gonna give away maybe one of the cars we got, maybe a dirt bike, because we're getting into kind of in some dirt bike stuff. Throw some comments out here at me. Let's do, it's gonna be small. It's not gonna be, you know, so like if we did a car, it's gonna be $5,000 or less in value, I would imagine. If we do a dirt bike, it's probably gonna be a couple $1,000s or less, somewhere in there on a dirt bike. But I'm debating on buying a brand new, like a pit bike, and doing a giveaway local. And so if I end up doing that, I may incorporate it with the YouTube channel, and that way you can get on board with that too. So, you know, that'll show a little appreciation at you guys and still let us do something local too. So we may do that. We may do something. So we're still talking about that. Thank you guys for hanging in there with us. We've been slow, but we're gonna grow. We're not quitting YouTube. We're not walking away from it. We're gonna stand strong. We're gonna keep putting out footage. When we get the drift car, I just spent 10 grand on the car here recently, and I still got more to buy and more to do. We're really, you know, we're going in after it. We bought the X clutch. We did upgrade the clutch to a twin disc. We made 600 horse on this Jewel, and yeah, we're going after it as soon as we get it finished up at Mike's and wrapped. So yeah, hang in there. We're about to do some drifting, and it'll probably be, I don't know how busy we'll get this year. We may just do some outings. We might do a giveaway. We're debating on that, but it's one of those where, what do we give away? You know what I mean? We've got stuff laying everywhere. Do I buy something to give away? Do we give away something we got sitting around? I'm not giving away the Turbo Ice 300 or my BMW. We're not gonna do that, I don't think. We'll come up with something. But yeah, shoot some ideas at us, comments, like, subscribe, share, check out Roco Misfits. Thank you guys for everything. Thanks for hanging in there with us. All right, here we go.